Right, welcome back. Rowan Hand with you for another, the best part of another hour. We're going over this evening, or this morning, evening where you are, in another part of the world, in Manitoba or Manhattan or Mongolia or Brisbane or wherever. And the man who joins me now is iconically of these parts, Val Morgan, the singer, songwriter, raconteur, a man of opinions about many things in life, and who isn't afraid to let them be known. Val,
no.
Good to see you. How are you?
Thanks, Ron. I'm grand.
You're Rostrevor born and bred, yes?
Yes, of course.
And we had the privilege of hearing you last week, and it's good of you to come back in and be with us again
You're
today.
welcome. You're welcome.
Today we're against the lovely background of the picture of the Nuri,
it's very nice,
the Nuri Canal.
It's lovely.
It is indeed. But you've deserted Rostrevor. You're now in Nuri living.
Well, deserted's a bit of a strong word, I think, because I do go down there.
Have you family there still?
Oh yes, of course, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And I go down.
Has Nuri been able
again.
to take the Rostrevor man out of you, or are you
no,
still
no.
Rostrevor at
Oh,
heart?
I would be. Yes, I would still hanker after the Mourns and that area.
Tell the people about your growing up in Rostrevor. What was it like there in your day of growing
Well,
up?
it's completely different, of course, from what it is now. Much more simple. Well, simple mightn't be the right word, but not the same kind of pressures as young people would have today. We just grew up. We played football. We did the usual things.
Played at the Fairy Glen and in the park.
Yes,
there,
yeah.
Kilbrony Park.
And climbed the mountains and
climbed the mountains.
did all that kind
the
of
Fairy
stuff.
Glen.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yes.
It's all good. Nowadays, I think it's more sophisticated's not the right word, but people expect too much. The simple things are lost on them.
Yeah, a lot of the, even in music, even in relative music, different ideas. Young people would to a certain extent have lost a lot of musical history. Wouldn't maybe know about stuff that happened years and years ago. That might be a good thing, but I think it's not. I think that it's part of our heritage.
It pulls the foundation out from underneath them, doesn't it?
Well, it does, I think. And you see, when I was growing up, both my mother and father were singers, and my father was a musician, and we learned all that kind of stuff in the house. There was no TV.
Yeah.
Or if there was, it was switched off.
So your mummy was the singer, was she?
She was a County Armagh woman from Camla.
Wow, this is heading out towards the Cady country, the place of musical provenance and excellence.
Yes, and she was a lovely singer, and my father he played instruments in a Cayley band when he was a young fella.
My God. May I ask you, Val, how long are they gone now?
Oh, my father would be, my mother died in 1984, relatively young, and my father's maybe dead 20 odd years. And
it's a major moment. I lost both of mine. It's a major moment in a man's life when they go.
Yeah, once they go, it's not the same. Even going down to visit's not the same.
No. But I mean, they've gone. I know this, in my case, I suspect the same with you. They've gone, but they're still by your side throughout life. The memory of the days of growing up, always there.
You never forget that.
No.
Never forget the important things that happened and things that stand out in your memory of growing up and being with your parents.
Do you sense at all, I know I do, a kind of protective presence still with you?
Well, I would imagine that they are. I mean, it just can't end when somebody dies. I don't think it does anyway. And they would have the responsibility maybe of sort of guiding us.
Guiding you through. Yeah, we're blessed with those memories and those parents. You know, they made us what we are.
Absolutely. We are what they were, so.
Yeah. What are you going to do for me today in
well, I'm going
music?
Well, the first song that I'm going to sing is a, as I call it, one of the classical folk ballads of the 18th century.
Wow.
It's one called The Gentle Maiden.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and it was recorded by many great singers like John McCormick and Father Sidney McEwen.
Yes.
Those kind of people. Songs that are not maybe popular now, but I try to bring them back as much as I possibly
I'm so looking forward to The Gentle Maiden.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
You take us into it there.
Okay.
Val. Thank you so much.
There's one that is pure as an angel, as fair as the flowers in May. They call her the gentle maiden. Wherever she takes her way, her eyes are the dance of sunlight as she passes the blue sea wave. Far more than the deep sea treasure, the love of her heart I crave. Though parted afar from my darling, I dream of her everywhere. The sound of her voice is about me, the spell of her presence there. And whether my prayer be granted, or whether she pass me by, the face of that gentle maiden will follow me till I die. And whether my prayer be granted, or whether she pass me by, the face of that gentle maiden will follow me till I die.
So totally beautiful. And you have the most wonderful, I said, not stating the obvious, but you have a remarkably musical voice. What do I mean about that? Even in the words as they come out, they're surrounded in a coating of musicality. People will sing, but they could be speaking. But you sing and you're singing.
Well,
and there's a softness in it that's beautiful, Val.
I think that you have to sort of get lost in the particular song you're singing.
Yeah.
And it's not all about the voice. It's the whole thing is storytelling, you see.
Yeah.
And you try to get the feeling of the song and what it represents.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm
gorgeous.
saying.
I do. But I mean, it's a great contribution to our sense of well-being to have music like that coming from you.
I think those songs are great.
They are. Yeah.
Have
you another one for me?
I have, and it's completely different. It's a local song which I wrote some time ago, and it's called, it actually is a song which could apply to any village or town in Ireland during the Great Hunger.
Wow.
When hundreds and thousands of people had to leave to make a life for themselves because of the circumstances and the predicament this country was in at the time. It's called the Nuri Immigrant.
Okay. Written by you.
Yep. As I stand on the deck and look back at Nuri, my heart is heavy and sad. The town that I love, I'm leaving behind me, those streets where I played as a lad. Oh Nuri, my Nuri, how I hate to go to a land that lies far away. But the curse of our nation, it is emigration. I'm forced to leave home today. My father once told me a long time ago, no matter how far I would roam, to never forget the prayers I was taught, or my mother and father at home. I courted a wee lass, her name it was Jane. We made plans for the future to wed. She got sick in the winter and faded away. My hopes with her beauty had fled. Oh Nuri, my Nuri, how I hate to go to a land that lies far away. But the curse of our nation, it is emigration. I'm forced to leave home today. Tonight I'll be sailing far from the shore, and sad thoughts will fill my mind. I'll be thinking of Nuri, those streets where I played, and the loved ones I'm leaving behind. Someday I'll come back to the place that I love, and those friends so dear to me. That old market town where I was born, once more again I'll see. Oh Nuri, my Nuri, how I hate to go to a land that lies far away. But the curse of our nation, it is emigration. I'm forced to leave home today. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Bravo. And Val, it hasn't gone away. It's still there with his emigration. Goodness gracious.
Yes, yes indeed.
Listen, thank you so much for coming in. And it's a joy to have you on the programme.
Welcome.
Coming up shortly, we have music of a different genre. A very, very lovely young Nuri woman, Michelle McGee, coming to sing to us and talk to us on the... A lady also of Mediterranean climes, spent some time down there. But we'll be hearing all... You're the Mediterranean climes of Rostrevor. Michelle is the,
yes,
the Mediterranean climes
weather
of...
it can be like
Indeed
that.
it can.
Yes.
Andalusia and Rostrevor. It's all good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go well. Beautiful, beautiful musicality.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with
Thank
us.
you.
Go well. Sean, let's have a different kind of music.